Good morning. Well, at least it's morning here. I'm Andrew from 510 Books, and I'm in the back of my bookstore, not my warehouse, but my bookstore, and I'm preparing 6 items, actually 7, but 6 items that sold on eBay and 1 that sold on Amazon. It is Thursday, February 24th, 2022. So I haven't made one of these videos in a little while, i.e. eBay sales and everything that goes into these individual items. So I thought I would make one. Hope you guys are doing well. So I had 6 sales on eBay in the last 24 hours. One that was exceptional, or very good at least. Another one that was, I would say, exceptional. One was exceptional, one was very good in terms of how much they sold for. So let me share with you what each one sold for, where I got it from, and some other things about the sales and eBay in general. And so over this past weekend, the sales were a little slow. I attribute that to the long weekend, the President's Day, Monday being President's Day. It was a little bit slow. But it has started to pick up. And I've also started listing again on eBay. Again, I was telling you yesterday about how I took photographs of all those CDs. Well, I finally started listing some, and lo and behold, 2 of the ones that I listed already sold. So that's good news. And I always see on eBay that if I start listing things, other stuff starts selling. Sometimes in the same category, the same media type, other times just different stuff. But the more you list, the more you sell. Sometimes you sell things that you list right away. Sometimes other things get dislodged, as I like to say, and sold off out of your inventory. So let's share what I sold. I sold a DVD, 2 individual CDs, 2 CD lots, a DVD lot, and a book lot. So quite a few items. And on Amazon, I sold a CD, individual CD. So here we go. Yeah. So number 1, I've actually never seen this movie, but Mordecai. I sold this for, okay, first of all, I got this from, where did I get this from? Oh, this was from a Gaylord from a while back, last year. Not my latest. This is like 3 Gaylord purchases back. But this is an item that sat for a long time underneath the table in my warehouse until I finally got around to listing all of this stuff towards the end of last year. And this is one of those that sold. This is sealed, so you can always sell your DVD sealed for more money. This particular DVD, without it being sealed, there's no money in it, at least for me. So I sold this for $5.99 plus shipping, media mail shipping. So the shipping's covered, and I'll make a few bucks. So I'm happy with it. Again, there was a bunch that were sealed, so I just photographed all those together, and then when I went to list them, it was much quicker to list them because they were all sealed, and I just had to change a little bit of information on each listing. I recommend that when you go through and list on eBay. If you have, well, I'm talking, if you're in media, if you're selling books or other types of media, I recommend it if you have a bunch of the same types of items, because it will go a lot faster. Now, the second item, actually, let's do this one. Second individual item is this one. This is a CD. I don't know how to say that. K performs the Suzuki Piano School Volume 3. So this is a CD. I come across these Suzuki Method CDs once in a while, and they can be some good money. This one sold for $14.99, free shipping. And this one, I don't have a SKU for this one, so not quite sure where this came from, if it was a donation or if it came out of somewhere else. But it has been sitting for quite a while. So here's another example of something that has been sitting for a long time, probably more than a year, and it finally sold. So $14.99 for that. A lot of my stuff is free shipping. This, I charge shipping because the price is low, only $5.99. If I did $5.99 free shipping, I won't make any money. But I have found that when you price things lower, versus doing $9.99 free shipping, when I do $5.99, $4.99, $6.99, $7.99 plus shipping or best offer, people often just buy it for that amount. They don't usually make an offer or, make an offer, but occasionally they do. But for the most part, they don't. And then this one was a nice sale. This was, where was this from? Oh, right. This came from that 1,000 CD bulk buy I made out of state that I was hoping would become a new source for FBA and Merchant Fulfilled, but ended up that I only had that one order. But I've been selling really nice. It's been selling really nicely though. And this is another example. So this is one that has sold. This sold for $34.99, free shipping. $34.99. So this was really nice. And that batch is my second best sale of today in terms of price, profit. Now this one is a bunch of classical CDs from the same company, London. So London classical music, some of it is opera. And I listed this one just yesterday and it sold. And this one sold for $15 plus shipping. Always charge shipping on these, of course. I took an offer. I believe I had it listed at $19.99. There are 17 CDs in here. So this came from my latest batch of Gaylords, which were all Gaylords of CDs. And this was one of the lots that I had up or had stacked up in the warehouse that I was talking about for a while and finally got around to photographing. So that sold as well. And then down here, I've got another CD lot. And this one sold for $10 plus shipping. There's 8 of them in there. These are, the company is, let's see right there, Deutsche Grammophon. They're a prolific one. When you come across a bunch of CDs, you can find usually a lot of this company. And what I do is I lot them together. This just happens to be like flamenco guitar kind of a thing, I believe. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, I put them all together and it sold right away. So $10 plus shipping on that one. And then this one, these are all DVDs. So these came from DVDs that I had stacked up in the warehouse that I finally got to because I had a bunch of other DVDs, boxes of DVDs, and put them together. These are 8 kids religious DVDs. So there's things, well, Hermie. There's also the Veggie Tales. So you can lot those up. And that sold for $12.99 plus shipping. Again, these mostly came from a local buy that I made of probably like 8 to 10 boxes of DVDs. And a lot of them were kids DVDs. So I lotted those up finally. And it sold. Pretty recently, actually, I listed that. Here is the best sale monetarily of the bunch. This is a set of books called How Things Work. There's 4 volumes, and I had all 4 volumes. This is this is like scientific, stuff, light bulbs and different things like that. I couldn't figure out the year it was published. It doesn't say in there, and I couldn't find anything on eBay. So I didn't list it with the year. However, this was selling briskly, often on eBay. And this sold for $99.99 plus shipping. Excuse me. Now this came from my local source that I have been working with recently, who is an Amazon seller and has a lot of Amazon duds. But this is not an eBay dud. This was excellent. So this is a pickup from them. And this is exciting. So if you see this set of 4, highly recommend picking it up. This is what it looks like, How Things Work. There's 4 volumes. So $100 basically plus shipping. So another part I wanted to talk about, which I don't know if very many resellers talk about, is that of those 6 eBay items, 4 of them were sold through promoted listings, So the two that weren't was Mordecai and where's the other one? Mordecai. Oh, and then the London CDs, that lot of London classical CDs. Those two were not sold through promoted listings. If you're not familiar with promoted listings, basically when you're listing an item on eBay, it gives you the option to promote the listing and you add a percentage. So that percentage will basically be what you pay to eBay for the promotion of the item. I usually do 2 to 5%, mostly 2%. And so for the London, well, actually, for all, let's see, for this one, it was 5%. It was an older one. And the rest of them were 2% promoted listing. So for instance, that $100, 2% of that will go, so $2 will go to eBay. So that's how it works, right? And the promoted, when you promote a listing, it basically jumps it up to the top when somebody searches for it above the rest of the items that are not promoted. And I sell a high percentage of my items, that sell on eBay use promoted listings. I don't know exactly the percentage, but it's definitely over half, probably over 75%. So without promoted listings, I definitely would not be selling nearly as much as I do. And it's unfortunate that we have to use that, but you know, there's so many people selling books and media that it just makes sense, and I'm fine with it. I keep selling every day, and you know, my eBay store, I grow my inventory, and the sales keep growing. So it's just another way to try to get more sales, and I really can't imagine not using it. But I guess eBay's gotten so competitive, so popular, especially amongst books and media, that it's something that is, for me anyway, required to promote all the listings. Now, even if I promote a listing, doesn't mean that it's going to sell, or someone's going to click on the promoted listing. They might click on the non-promoted listing, which means that they scrolled down and clicked on my item somehow, some way, and paid for it without them clicking on the promoted listing. So basically, you get two listings, from what I understand. So yeah, that's another thing to consider. If you're going to go big on eBay, you're probably going to want to do that. At least it's worked for me. I'd love to hear from other people to see, you know, how that's going for you. But yeah, so those are my 6 sales. I really love that CD sale. I love that book sale for $100. That made my day when I saw that come in. That's always awesome. It did not take very long either. So yeah, guys, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps with the growing the channel. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, or just subscribe. I talk about things that have to do with reselling books and other types of media on Amazon, eBay, like this video, and in my local store that I hold a weekly sale in. So subscribe if that's the kind of stuff you're interested in watching, and my journey as I grow all those businesses. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe. See you in the next video. Take care.